Yo, what up, everybody? It's me, Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee Uncensored. And we're here at Foxhole. This is our first episode. I'm so excited. You know, it's been a journey. Those of you that have been following the brand for a long time, you know that we've been waiting to be on TV, and here we are, all because of you. And look, it would not be right if my first guest wasn't somebody who was behind me and this show from the very beginning. It's my friend, and as you know from my book, my mentor, Floyd Money Mayweather. So we got a full interview with a whole bunch of shit. Let's go. All right, so listen, some interviews don't even need an introduction. Floyd Money Mayweather, you're like just a big bank sitting right here. You know, one thing that's important, we just started our show on Foxhole. Everybody, I think, kind of abandoned me in Hollywood Unlocked in the beginning because they were kind of scared of what I tried to do. You were the first person to believe in me. You were the first person to get behind Hollywood Unlocked publicly, not privately. And you always said to me when I would call and say, "Yo, I want to do this, I want to do that." You used to be like, "Yo, relax. You're gonna be big. You're gonna do it." And now that we're doing it, and here on Foxhole, I just want to say thank you because you believed in me and took a risk.
Well, first I want to say congratulations to you as well as your team. You guys have been doing a hell of a job. You know, I've been watching, and I'm impressed. I'm real impressed. You guys are a solid team. And no matter what, continue to work hard, continue to believe, and Hollywood Unlocked. What else can I say? You guys got the keys.
But you haven't just been watching though. I always tell Blue and Damage, I'm like, you haven't just been watching. You don't like to take a lot of credit for mentoring a lot of younger people and I'm not young, but you know, a lot of people who are around you. You do give the game that you've learned to become a self-made billionaire. We're sitting on your jet, the Air Mayweather, which, you know, I've been privileged to ride on a couple times to different destinations. But you're a really good mentor, and you don't like to take a lot of credit for other people's success, and I kind of find that interesting.
Everything is not for everybody. No different from my fighter Tank. He's about to fight, and it's his time to shine. I had my time. So, but if they need me and they call on me, I'm there. But if you guys really don't need me, I like to play the background. I had my chance to shine. I had my chance to go out there and do what I wanted to do. And I left my name engraved in stone.
Mm-hmm. But where does the selflessness come from? Because nobody put you on. You put yourself on. And you don't have to, you didn't have to support Hollywood Unlocked.
It's crazy because it's more like people gave me an opportunity, put the opportunity in front of me. But I had to take advantage of certain things and take things to that next level. Far as I was with a company, top rank, and I wanted to be promoted everywhere, not just with the Hispanics, where they're kind of biased. They only promote you in the Spanish community because they have so many Spanish fighters. Where I said that, you know, my vision was, I'm going to be a worldwide figure. I'm going to be huge. Someday I'm going to be a legendary icon. So I want to just don't take the money and promote. If you got 20,000, put 5,000 in the Spanish community, 5,000 in the Black community, 5,000 in the Caucasian, 5,000
with the Jews,
5,000 with the Asians. You don't have to put 5,000 with the Jews because the guy that's my promoter, he was a Jew.
Right.
So and that's what happened. Things didn't really play out. I was with him. I was in the chokehold. Couldn't say nothing. Time played out. Bought myself on my contract for $750,000 when I left. Eventually, you know, I had a lot of fights after I left. And in just 3 fights, I made $750 million when I left them.
Mm-hmm. And so one thing that I learned from you early on, you always told me, stay in control of your brand. Stay in control of your brand so you don't have to be obligated to do nothing you don't want to. Don't let anybody else be your boss. Be your own boss.
Yes.
And even in the deals that we've done with iHeart and with now Fox. So we've remained in control of our brand, owning the content, owning ownership, and ownership being important. And a lot of people talk a lot about owning shit, but don't really own shit. Why do you think there's such a contradiction in the culture?
In the culture, well, I'm more like this. It's just that I feel like this. When you just look at the Black culture, well, just because something is very expensive don't mean it's nice.
Facts.
Because you have a lot of women that don't really wear expensive clothes, but they can accessorize it and make it look top notch.
Make it look rich, yeah.
Yeah, so like women, a lot of women like to wear like Fashion Nova jeans, and I'm not knocking Fashion Nova because women look absolutely gorgeous in Fashion Nova gear. So they put the nice shoes on. You know, you may want to put red bottoms on with your Fashion Nova jeans, and you may want to accessorize it, little Rolex, a nice little handbag. It don't have to be the best handbag, but women can accessorize certain outfits, and clothes don't have to be that expensive, and it's nice.
But you were one of the first people in the culture, though, to have the Hawk bags, to have the Louis Vuitton boots,
yes.
To have all the expensive stuff. And under
Yes.
that coat, you probably have $1 million worth of jewelry, because I saw like $2 million over there on the
Well,
bed.
we don't want to say I have $1 million worth of jewelry because you already know it's known to the world that I have a watch that costs $18 million.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow.
So, listen, I'm a black man. I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet.
You're a black business owner
Huge.
who takes care of a lot of people.
Huge.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stand on my own 2 feet, be my own man, and say what I gotta say. Nobody can stop me from saying what I want to say. I'm not hard to find. You know, like I said before, I don't rap about it. I do it for real, and I'm not hard to find.
Yeah.
Like I said, when I'm in Miami, all my cars is white. When I'm on the West Coast, all my cars is black. And I'm in Vegas, LA, Miami, New York. I'm not that hard to find.
Yeah.
Floyd, can I be honest? And I think I'm speaking for a lot of people. I think there's a preconceived notion about you. And when I read Jason's book, I was very pleasantly surprised. And I was shocked.
I'm real.
He paid a beautiful tribute to you that I was not expecting. I wasn't expecting to be touched by you, right? That's the side of you that Jason exposed me to that I wish I had known about earlier. But I'm still fascinated by this friendship because you guys are a very unlikely duo.
Wait.
I would have never thought
So-
that you and Jason Lee would be like watching you guys interact was beautiful, but like stunning for me. What is it about this that works? Because it's a lot to behold.
Well, can I start?
Go.
I will say I read the 48 Laws of Power, and one
I
of the
have to.
chapters in the early chapter of the book was never outshining the master. So although in my world I wanted to be the master of what I do, when I've never had a mentor. So when I had somebody say to me, they'll show me the game, they'll give me the blueprint, I had to come into that world and learn and not try. You know, some people, they get around it and I'm on the jet. It ain't, for me, it's not about that. It's about how can I sit and have a front row seat to a person who dug himself out the hood. Not that that's a bad thing, because there's still some people in the hood, but
Right.
self-made, doesn't take handouts. I remember trying to get a free table for you at a club in LA, and you were like, I don't want nothing for free.
No, and the reason why I don't
Damn.
the reason why I'm not going to take a free table is because when shit come back around, they're gonna be asking for something free to one of my fights, or something free that I can give them.
It's true.
So if I work hard, like I said, I work hard to put myself in a position to go to sleep when I want to and wake up when I want to. So I'm not going to go to a club. I make all the money to spend it on what I want to spend it on.
And you're on your own.
I'm just
Club
saying,
Girl collection.
me going out wearing high-end clothes every day don't make me. Money don't make me, I make money. And
Bars.
my thing is this. I don't care if I go to Walmart. If I go to Walmart at 4 in the morning with 8 security, that's what I want to do. If I want to wear something from Walmart, that's what I want to do.
Now, I was saying earlier, I don't see you wearing that from Walmart.
You shop at
now.
Walmart.
You ain't shopping at Walmart.
This is what we do.
Come on.
I don't have nothing against Walmart.
Me either.
My thing is this. It's not going to change my bank account. It's not going to change my love for my family. It's not going to change that I'm ambitious. And it's not going to change just my everyday life as far as the things that I do every day. So it's not going to change me. So I can like what I want to like and do what I want to do.
I mean, we're sitting on a jet, right? We're sitting on a jet right now.
We are
where
on a
all
jet.
3 of your
Really
pilots
are.
don't know
And
where you're
don't-
going.
and
They
don't
don't
just
know
say
where you're going.
Don't just say we're sitting on a jet. We're sitting on a jet that's paid for, and this is not my first jet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Now, I don't want to cut y'all off. I want to talk more about this relationship between you and Jason. What is it that you see in somebody where you're like, I can mentor them?
Right.
You know, what is it that stands out about a person when you go, I'm going to give them my time and energy? Because let's be real, you're the champ. You know what I mean? You don't have to do that.
Well, my thing is this. You can't, if you're around me and I see that you're strong in a certain department, me as a friend, I'm going to push you towards that department and tell you, you can still run around with me, but be your own boss. and also and make, even though while you're running around with me, you still can make money in this area right here. So I'm that type of person. So what I told Jason is this: fuck what people say about you. You have to believe in yourself before anybody can believe in you. Believe in yourself and keep working hard. And I don't care what nobody say. You can have all the negative. You can say all the negative things about me that you want to say. But when the history books is written, you know what? They're gonna say he was the best at this, and then on the outside, he was a very, very smart businessman, and he surrounded himself with positive, smart people.
I love that.
One of the things that I put in my book was that when I first met you, you were filming for Showtime All Access. You were like, yo, come and I want to tell everybody you're the #1 blogger. I'm like, but I'm not. And I had all these reasons why I wasn't good. And you said being #1 is a mentality and not a fact. And that's something that has always stuck out with me. But the thing that really sticks out as well was when I said to you that I was gay, and you just kind of looked at me like, why'd you tell me that? And then I introduced you to my then boyfriend, and you were very accepting of us being around you and your family. And I think the thing that bothered me the most was that there's so many people that don't have the optics that I have to be able to see how you do embrace diversity. Your team's diverse.
Absolutely.
That's major, though.
That's huge.
And not just
Huge.
come around
Absolutely.
and be gay, but come around and be okay with me bringing my partner or that. So why?
My thing is, I don't want nobody to judge me because only God can judge me. That's why when it was lights, camera, action, when I was competing in that square circle, I didn't care what nobody say. Because when it came down to it, it came down to the two competitors. And then you guys must feel like this. Y'all got the strongest team. Just because y'all not in a $1 billion building doing y'all podcast or doing y'all show, don't mean that y'all are not at the top. I knew that I was destined for greatness. I knew it. I don't care what nobody say. I knew it.
But how did you know it?
I just know it. You at the end of the day, I don't. My thing is this. I know, as far as in a fight game, mentally, I know I felt like nobody's skills were like mine. As far as articulating real well, communicating and talking that shit, I was the best at doing it. Fast hands, fast feet. Can fight in the inside, can fight on the outside. And I had the two best trainers, either my dad or my uncle. And I couldn't go in both. We're both great. So when you got greatness around you and you got people that's pushing you and telling you never settle for less. Keep pushing. You can get better. And that's what I do. So my thing, it's so crazy when you look at what goes on into society today. Okay, you can have a black male from the inner city, like myself. And it could be two of us. One could be my best friend. And I can choose to drop out the 12th grade so I could put my mom and my family in a better position. And he can choose to hustle and put his family in a better position. We both are hustling, but it's two different hustles. His hustle and his hustle, let me tell you what he did in his hustle. In his hustle, he hustled, he got money, he got nice things, got a nice home, pretty cool home, and certain things that he wanted. And he had to put some work in for us, in the streets, and we know what that means. And I chose to go to the Olympics, box, and do things my way, and get to the point to where I can make over $1 billion. Now with him, he went to prison, and they talk about, he a real one. He used to kick people ass in the hood, and put motherfuckers in place and take care of his business, right? And he used to be at the top. But I feel like I'm the real American dream because I took a different path. But I don't knock what he did, because you can never knock another man's hustle. But then you will get your own people that will go out there and say, you know what? Basically, fuck you and fuck what you stand for, but we're gonna get behind the same person that was hustling, selling to my mother, selling it to my sister, selling it to my uncle. But once again, I don't knock nobody's hustle. And my thing is this, I always gonna say, don't knock my hustle. You can't knock the hustle.
Well, why do you think that contradiction exists?
Because we are jealous of each other. We are so jealous of each other. I'm not like that. When you look at,
I've never had one conversation with you about anybody else's anything, money, fashion.
I don't go out there and be like, oh, fuck him, and I don't like him, and I don't like him. I can sit back, relax, kick my feet up. I ain't gotta get on TV. I ain't gotta rap. I ain't gotta box. I ain't gotta do nothing. You know why? Because I surrounded myself with smart individuals. That makes me smart. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the only smart person in the room. I don't want to think that I know it all. We all can learn something. I can learn something from y'all today. And the thing that I learned about your relationship is that all your relationship with each other is genuine.
Yeah, it is.
It's genuine. So when it's genuine, you
don't got to work at it.
There's no need to even talk about it when it's genuine, when it's real. There's no future in your front. I really got it. You can look up my properties. You can look up anything you want. I really got it.
Dapper Dan has designed all of your fight outfits.
We don't want to say design.
Created, partnered.
What is the correct term?
Hey, what's the word?
I don't really want to say design because I sat at home in my kitchen and
Came up with the ideas.
Designed the ideas, and he brought my ideas to life.
Executed.
Okay.
He executed.
But let me say that
Co-designer.
but in terms of
Co-designer. We
but
say
in
that.
terms of
We work together as a team, and I fuck with that because I've been knowing Dapper Dan over 20 years.
But that's what I'm saying. So, like, again, another black business owner working together. And since a lot of people have taken pictures because it's cool with Dapper Dan, but I wanted to say Dapper Dan sat down at the table with Gucci and created a collaborative partnership, which to me, I guess, having a seat at the table, if you can't build your own table like you have, is better than going out and, I guess, being counterintuitive by attacking other black people.
Right.
You know, and I just never really understood that
my
contradiction.
thing is this. A lot of times, the artist that was in another generation, is knocking these young artists. And we can't do that. My children, my son, he's in the music business, he's in the music game right now, and I'm proud of him because he's always telling me, Dad, music has changed. This is why I make the music that I make. I can't make the music like that comes from your generation. And you know what I had to say? I respect my son for that.
I don't want to backtrack, but just talking on Gucci and any brand in general, have you ever felt in your heart personally that any of these brands ever disrespected the black culture?
If that's the case, then there's a lot of brands that disrespect the black culture. Just a lot.
Talk about it.
Just period. Because it's disrespect because you have so many blacks that's every day wearing Gucci, wearing Louis, Balmain, Amiri, and Dior, but you would never see them post anyone black on their social media pages. So that's disrespect because once again, and then I heard them talk about, a lot of times we talk about the hip hop culture.
Yeah.
And whereas if you look at it, a lot of the things that these young artists in the hip hop community, in the culture is doing, I was doing years ago. Since I was doing it in the 90s.
Well, the biggest conversation that's driving me fucking crazy is this Birkin bag thing. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't even know what a Birkin bag was till I was around you. I didn't know what a Hawk bag was. I didn't know a Kelly bag. I didn't know nothing about Hermes, maybe a belt here and there.
Well, if you go back and
But why is this such a big conversation? Like, why is there a big debate?
Well, my thing is this. If you're not buying stock in a company, stop arguing it and debating about something that you don't own stock in. So my thing is this. What we need to do is buy stock in a certain company or a certain brand and then talk about it. And then when it go up, you making money. And a lot of people don't even know. Birkin started with, if I'm not mistaken, I think her name was Jane Birkin. But a lot of people don't know about a Hawk bag, the Hermes Hawk bag. A lot of times you see me getting on a plane, I say I got the bag. That's the That's the hawk bag. But if you know, I've been doing this for over 10 years. And
you get them overseas too, right?
I get them everywhere. You know, I get Birkins everywhere. As far as when I go in the Hermes store, I'm a VIP. So when you VIP like I am, you can get anything you want at any given time.
So okay, now what recently, Saweetie, she's a rapper. She recently talked about she was telling ladies, don't have a man that can't get you a Birkin and pay all your bills.
Damn.
Now I know if I'm in a room and I see 6 girls and 5 have a Birkin, they belong to you.
Oh,
Well, I just want to say this. I want to say this.
I have a question. About
No,
that.
I want to
Yes.
say this.
I'm happy
I
you
want to
brought that
say
up.
this. Every female that has been around me or is around me that has a Birkin bag doesn't mean that they're my girlfriend.
Really?
Yes, because my mother,
Okay, yeah.
my mother,
Okay.
my sister,
Okay.
my family members, females that work for me. You know, so that doesn't mean that we are in a relationship, but I'm in a position to get individuals the finer things in life because I always talk about this in different interviews. I made smart investments. So while we sitting right here right now, I'm making money. Whereas it's not like I have to go out and do a show or go out and go play, go play games. No, and it's not no shots at anyone.
Okay.
I'm just speaking the truth. Because once again, I support all athletes and all entertainers.
You do.
I support them. So a lot of times you may see me at a Clippers game one
Lakers
day.
game. You were just at
and
the
then-
Lakers celebration
And
party.
then you see me at the Lakers game the next day. And people say, oh yeah, he a Clippers fan. No, he a Lakers fan. No, I'm a fan of the sport. So it's no different from football. You know, they say, well, what is your football team? I say, listen, whoever paying that week. Because, in Vegas we can bet. And I like to bet. So I don't never want, if I post a ticket, I don't want a football ticket or a basketball ticket. I don't want no athlete getting upset. Because once again, I'm a professional gambler and I don't have a certain team. I like all teams. Certain players that I do like, that I feel that are elite athletes. But like I said before, I don't have a certain team. And I support everyone.
I have a question.
Yes.
Since we talked about the ladies, I feel like I can.
Thank
ask
you
this
for bringing
question.
it back because that was
I've been wanting to ask you this. So you're clearly a master manifester, right? What you were talking about earlier.
Wait.
You're a master manifester.
She's a witch, so she
I'm
has
spiritual.
cards and she
slow down.
plays with the.
Master manifester.
Yes.
Make it make sense. Break that down into
So a
language.
master manifester is someone who has self-mastery, and once you master self, mastering the rest of the world is easy. So you're vibrating so
or
high.
manipulative.
I mean, master manifester.
I don't want to
So
say that because
what
that's kind of.
Yeah, what I was about
I like
to
the-
say
I like hers a little better.
yeah, Jason, you're vibrating so high. Everything that you want wants you back. That's what a master manifester is on a spiritual level. So
Is she talking about gal?
what you're doing really has a name. So my question is though, to women though, you're so messy. To women, master manifestors are incredibly sexy. Like it's a very charismatic and I'm getting drunk right now looking into your eyes. So I'm gonna look away for a quick second. Hey, damage. So for
Should have get a broke guy real quick.
it's like fumes. Like
Reset.
it's very
Sobering.
intoxicating.
But
So my question is,
you-
considering how intoxicating your energy is, how do you choose what kind of women are deserving of vibrating with you? Because I can see, I'm already getting a little confused looking at you. Like I can see
hold
that.
on. Listen.
How do you choose women considering how you vibrate?
I just, I feel like in today's time, things have changed. I try to look for women that is a little bit different, a little bit more old school.
Nice.
And I already know that it's a lot of, it's women that's modeling and everybody is posting pictures because this is the era of social media. So what I like to say about that is, I like the women, of course, women gonna post certain pictures. I really don't like women to post back shots. It's not really my thing. That's not classy. I think that's very, very trashy. Even though, I know certain females that are gonna do it. And I'm not gonna say that it's not females that I know that don't do it. There's a lot of females that do it. I don't approve of it,
But
but
it
they
won't
do it.
attract you, is what you're saying.
They could already be in my life, and they can do it, and I can say that don't really look too good. You need to take that down. If they don't take it down, then they don't. You know, I'm not trying to be your father. I'm just trying to help you out and give
Thank
you some
God.
positive advice. Because when you get down the line, you look back at it like, damn, why did I post that picture?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I tell them, you can't just think about right now. You got to think about years from now.
Well, I just saw a picture. Kyle Kuzma took a picture with Winnie Harlow, his girlfriend, where he was grabbing her crotch on Instagram, and I'm like, and I put on my Instagram. I said, "This is the photo you're gonna regret if you ever break up." And one thing I will say is, you don't control the women that you have, but you do guide them. How is it that a woman? Because there's probably women watching right now
Of course there are.
who want to know how they can join the harem,
It's no harem, Jason.
or
There's no
how
harem?
they could join the family.
I mean, which family? The money team, Mayweather Promotions?
Not the money team, not the Mayweather Promotions, the very intimate
secret
family.
society.
He's making you work for it,
The
Jason.
very intimate. What do we call the gold condom?
Oh.
What do we call that?
The
No,
magnums?
not that. But that. But what do we call that? Like
The gold medal?
the gold medal. How does a woman watching right now join the gold medal family?
How does one become a gold medalist? Let's say if
There
I was
you
trying
go.
to become a gold medalist, what would I have to do?
Jason, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't know what you're talking about. Jason, but
No, because when I first met you, we all went to Miami on vacation. I will never forget. Some of my friends, they may have 2-3 condoms in case they got to hit something off on the way home. But you had the biggest Ziploc bag full of condoms.
Safe sex.
Yeah, they were.
We should safe, yes.
And so they were all gold. So I'm just wondering, like, for the people who, now I'm not talking about golden showers. Shout out to R. Kelly, but how do the women watching who want to be a part of the Gold Star family, how do they?
What are you attracted to?
man, I'm attracted to just winning in life. But as far as what Jason talking about with women, he going over my head.
But
So how about this?
but
How
yes,
about a young man like me, if I wanted to start the gold medal family, what are some
Yeah,
things?
give him some tips.
What's some things I should look out? How should I maneuver in that space?
Well, one thing you can say to a female that I saw him say is, if you just give me 1% of your trust, I'll earn the other 99%. That was crazy.
Oh my God, you got
Man.
ooh.
Oh, so give me the game.
You
Give
got
me the game.
game.
Now,
You
Floyd,
got
give me the
game.
game.
I'm just saying. I mean, you can say stuff like
And his eyes soften whenever he looks at me, like he has game.
You can say that. You can say stuff like, "I ain't trying to be your man. I'm trying to be your sponsor." I mean, it's just different things.
Well, now,
But then, hold on. A lot of times, and it's so crazy that it's like this. I mean, I feel like just in life, men shouldn't be afraid to tell women that they love them, and
Amen.
that they genuinely care about them, and that they really want the best for them. It's not always about she can give me head or I can fuck her any type of way. Appreciate women. I think we need to appreciate women, and we need to really appreciate black women.
Thank you.
and we can do that by sponsoring them, right?
Protect black women.
Oh,
Don't
and
show-
when I say sponsoring,
Protect black
and
women.
when I say sponsoring, meaning like this, help them become entrepreneurs. Put them in a position to win, not just buying them bags. Help them start a company.
Yep.
Because we all got to start from somewhere. If I'm in a position to put, that's no different from my oldest daughter mother. We have an unbelievable relationship. She's one of my closest friends. And whatever she wants, I'm gonna make sure she has. So when we get to talking about Birkin bags, she had Birkin bags over 10 years ago. And we're not talking about just any Birkin bag. We're talking about Birkin bags. We're talking about they cost between 65,000 and 120,000, 150,000 a bag. But remember, the Birkin bags that she got don't depreciate, they appreciate. So it's an investment.
That part.
Okay.
That part.
So there's women out here, right? And you see it all over social media. It's like, if you're not paying my rent, my bills, if you can't buy me a bag.
Well, that's Saweetie said that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just. I'm not going to say sweet. How do you feel about women like that?
First, I want to say this. Sweetie is allowed to feel how she want to feel. We can't knock her. If that's how she was feeling that day, she can feel that way. I'm just happy that she have her and Quavo have a great relationship. Both
do.
of them are super talented, and I want to see both of them win. I want them to stay together. They got a great relationship, And like I said before, it's black love. And if she happy that they able to join forces and become one, and he's able to do nice things for her, that's a great thing.
But shouldn't a woman want to get her own money? I mean,
Sweetie has her own money.
But
She
I
has her
mean,
own money.
she has some money. But I'm just saying, in terms of like having a Birkin fetish, shouldn't you want if a guy got to give you Birkin or?
It's so
or
crazy
pay
that
your rent?
everybody keep talking about this. I mean, I'm just talking about everybody talking about this Birkin. This is old.
Okay,
Birkin,
okay.
Listen,
I got some else.
Birkin bags is old.
Okay, let me talk about something else that's old. So you used to be in a relationship with a woman named Yaya, who ended up leaving, and then she ended up dating Tank, your boxer, and then now she's with Yo Gotti. When you see somebody moving around like that, is that the person that you knew you were with?
I mean, if she's happy, let her be happy. If she's happy, because I'm not here to say anything bad about a certain individual, because it could be a girl that's with me or around me that I truly, truly like, that could have had a couple guys,
Before you.
a few guys for me in a short period of time. See, I'm older now, so I look at the situation different. I mean, by her being with my fighter Tank, and he's like a son to me. I mean, that's not going to change my love for him. I always want to see him win. I always want to see him do good. And whatever me and her had, it was fun while it lasted. You know? Well, it was fun while it lasted. She moved on, and I'm going to steady grow and just stay in my department and stay with my crew.
All right, y'all, it's time for another Hollywood hookup. Now, it's been a pandemic. As you can see, we're stuck in the house, and it feels like online shopping is all we do. And that's why I got to tell you about today's sponsor. It's called Honey. It's a free web browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best ones available at checkout. So you know what that means?
I got my honey over here.
Okay, and I got mine on my web browser too. It saves you money. Honey is basically your online shopping best friend. So make sure you pick up your Honey right now.
Let me tell you, it's really easy. It only takes 2 clicks, and you can go to joinhoney.com/unlock so you can get it for yourself.
And when you're checking out, it's over 30,000 supporting sites. Honey pops up and gives you all you need. I'm talking about all you have to do is click on apply coupon. Wait a few seconds.
Wait. You said Honey pops up and gives you all you need. Now, you know
You
what?
know what? This took a
I'm
turn.
just saying. You know what I'm
I've had
saying? I'm
Honey
just
for
saying.
years. I love Honey. I've had them for years before I even joined the show. It's really a good deal.
And it pops up quick, just in a few seconds. All you got to do is apply the coupon. If Honey finds working codes for you, it'll apply the best one to your cart. It's
That's
that
dope.
easy.
I love it.
Now, I have Honey. Do y'all have Honey on y'all laptops and computers?
Hell yeah. I like to save money. Hello, I'm a tourist.
Look, I use it to buy all the shirts I've been wearing on today's show, buying sneakers.
Nice.
I use Honey to get all my coupons, a little $5, $10 off.
And they got food delivery too, and all types of retailers.
Okay, so it has over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. I'm going to say it again, over $2 billion in saving. Honey supports all kinds of retailers from tech, gaming sites, fashion brands, and like you said, food delivery. And I'm hungry right now, so I'm
What
about
I
to
love
use
about and what I love about Honey the most is that right now, during these times where you're at home and you need the convenience of being able to get everything you need without having the flexibility of leaving your house, you can get a little Honey to get it for you right then and there.
Look, it's simple. If you got a computer, get Honey now. It should be on your laptop. It should be on your desktop, whatever you have. It's free. It works for whatever browser you use. You can get Honey for free today. Just joinhoney.com/unlock. That's joinhoney.com/unlock. And that's your Hollywood hookup.
So you have several women in your life right now, all of which that I like, many of which are very spicy. How do you manage all the different relationships? And by the way, people, even though this is my friend, I don't never get in this personal business like this. So I'm just wondering, because they all are, you have Dominican, you have different islands. How do you manage all the different personalities? Because they're all spicy.
Island girls are spicy. I can confirm this. Yeah.
You guys keep jumping to these women. You guys want to keep talking about these women. I just want to treat everybody good. And my thing is this. A lot of times, a woman could leave, and she could think that the grass is greener on the other side. She could. And it's more like, A guy can say, "Oh, I got money like Mayweather." You probably do, but you don't got a mind like Mayweather. So it's totally different. Because when you got with her, you just wanted to fuck her physically. Before I fucked her physically, I had to fuck her mentally.
That's real
So
grown
that's the
man
part.
talk.
Teach-
That's
teach-
grown man talk right
Yeah,
there.
let's talk about that. So how do you fuck them mentally? Because I think
He
that's
wants to take notes, by
But
the
but
way.
if I
Yeah, I'm
ta-
trying
but if I give up all my game,
Yeah.
now I'm giving her a free game, and I'm Floyd Money Mayweather. Not saying I'm going to charge you, but me and you are
No,
talking.
talk your shit. No,
But
talk your
so
shit.
talk
Game
your
so
shit.
so me and
sold
you
not to be told.
so me and you will talk about that, off camera.
I appreciate
You know,
that.
then I give you some juice, or
Please give him some juice.
and
Yeah.
then
Don't you-
motherfucker be hating on you and mad at you.
So sometimes when I FaceTime you and you're with your girls, there's like one girl in particular. I always think this is gonna be the next mother of his next child,
Oh,
or this
wow.
is gonna be his wife, because you both are, you're clearly in love.
Well, my thing is,
Crazy in love.
you in love?
Crazy.
No, no, no,
Look
no,
how he's
no, no,
smiling.
no, no, no,
Look
no.
how he's
I can
smiling.
see
Now-
all
No,
his
no, no.
teeth.
I'm smiling because I'm in love with life. So
You know what?
no.
Master manifestor.
No,
over
because
here with the
a
words.
woman, and I tell women this all the time.
Uh-huh.
Before you can be happy with a man, you got to be happy with yourself.
Facts.
So before I'm happy with any woman, I'm happy with myself. So self-preservation is a law of the land. I care about me first. So me being happy is first, absolutely. But I like to see women, beautiful women, smile. I like to see them happy, and I like to see them grow. Like I said before, grow in certain departments if I'm able to help them grow.
Do you think you'll get married though?
I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I don't know what God got in store for me, but I just want to, like I said before, I just want to just grow. I want to continue to grow all around the board, just as a man, as a father, and just as a leader of my team.
We
Are
have-
you in love?
You,
though?
I'm in love with life.
we have
No.
4 amazing children. Do you want another kid? Because you're a good father. You'd be a great new dad.
I think that with me being a new dad, I'm able to spend a lot more time with my children.
Mm-hmm.
And even, with my children right now, it's a lot. It's a lot. We live and we learn. I love my children unconditional. And
What does fatherhood taught you? Because you being a father is such a.
what taught me, and I want to tell somebody this. This is very important. Always be your children's. Always be a parent.
Mm-hmm.
Always be a parent. Never be their friend.
That's a big one.
Because and a lot of times parents bump heads. I'm not going to say me and the mother of my oldest daughter, Melissa, I'm not going to say our relationship is great. But guess what? We work through it. We communicate. And the main thing is communication. We can work through it.
Now, I haven't even talked to you about this privately
I
because, I always tell people our relationship it's a very sensitive one
Yes.
because I do have a lot of respect for you and I consider you family. Your daughter Yaya dating NBA YoungBoy,
Yes.
and she's now pregnant, and
Yes.
people have been talking about it, and I've not even posted on Hollywood Unlocked because I feel like I'd rather have the conversation with you. How did you feel about that?
I just want the best for my daughter. Always want the best. If that makes her happy, then we're happy. Me and her mother is happy. But what I try not to do is get in her personal business. Because once she's no longer under my roof, then you know what? It's between her and her better half. But if you're under my roof, you have to follow my rules, and I regulate things a certain way if you're under my roof. But once you're gone and you fly away from the nest, then more power to you.
But a lot of people, including me, didn't understand when, and I mean, I have my own personal feelings because I'm very
Yes.
protective of you as a friend, but I can't be protective of you as a friend with your daughter because that's none of my business. But when she was with NBA YoungBoy and he had said her bitch ass daddy, that really bothered me. And that frustrated a lot of people.
My thing is this: it has to do with your upbringing.
His upbringing, not hers.
Anybody. It starts in the home first. It starts in the home first. So, what I've always taught my daughter is this: always be respectful when you go into anyone's home, and whatever goes on in your home, don't talk about it to the world. And far as, because I look at NBA YoungBoy as a child, you know,
Yeah.
I can't get
Yeah.
upset with a kid like that. You know, with this new generation, kids, the kids talk about, pills, and kids talk about syrup. So, I mean, it could have been one of those days for him. But at the end of the day, I only want the best for them.
But did you feel when Yaya was sitting there and he said that, did you feel betrayed by her or mad?
No, because we live and we learn.
Because I know how generous you are to not just everybody, but specifically your kids behind the scenes. Not just with money and resources, but game, guidance, support. And I don't know, I just really...
I got one daughter left at home. And only thing we can do is pray about it. It's the only thing we can do. You know, we can't sit right here, because I want to see NBA YoungBoy continue to sell music and grow. And my daughter, I want the best for her, only. I'm not here to, those are kids. So if I get up here at my age and down talk my daughter and down talk her better half, a real man would never do that. A real father would never do that.
Nice.
So I only want the best for them. And I will always want the best for them. You have never seen me come out on record and say anything negative
not even privately,
about this kid. And I'm not going to do that. Because I got to continue to live my life and build generational wealth for the children that still is in my home and the children that still is around me. You know, I still got, I got a son who's 21. I got a son who's 19, and my daughter, Ayana, is 20, and I got a daughter who's 17. I got Milan Mayweather, Karan Mayweather, Shamari Mayweather, and Ayana Mayweather. And I don't care what happens. I will always love my children unconditional. But once they leave my home and feel like they don't have to follow my rules and regulations, then guess what? I wish them nothing but the best. But that still don't mean I don't love my children.
It's beautiful.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, if anybody follows NBA YoungBoy, he does a lot of public cries for help. Is there some sympathy that you see when you look at him? Because, he's much younger. Is there something you see where you sympathize maybe with his story? Because you brought up drug uses and such.
Well, my thing is this. I say young society, because we got to watch what we say, because, when we say certain things, these artists take things the wrong way. And then they're going to be like, oh, he called me this, he called me that.
True.
So I don't want to discredit him.
Yeah.
Super talented artist. And what I see so much talent. I want him to focus more on making good music instead of focusing on other things outside of that. And what also is so crazy, like we always say, Black Lives Matter. If Black Lives Matter, then all these artists need to stop talking about killing blacks on their music.
Yep.
I actually agree with that.
I agree.
100%.
See, this is why I think you're a class act. And I want to go to something else. You talked about the youngest daughter still living with you. This has been a rough year for you.
Yes.
I remember you coming back from, I think, Germany. You had found out.
Yeah, it was Germany. Then from Germany, I went over. I done a UK tour. I was all overseas.
But I remember you found out about the death of your 3 kids' mom,
Yes.
Josie Harris. You flew back. The first time I think I've seen you cry, the first time I think I've seen you really be vulnerable, and the first conversation we had about God. It was really, it was emotional even for me to sit there and watch it. And I just wanted to know, when you found out, how did you process it and how did you make it through?
How did I make it through?
Yeah.
Honestly, strong women. The strong women around me. The strong women around me, I don't have to say names. They was there for me, and I really needed them. Even though I'm still upset, and I think about this every day, that me and Josie wasn't able to have a relationship later, later like me and Melissa did. I mean, me and Melissa can go on trips. We can go to the Super Bowl, and that's my friend. I love her, and we can go to the game and sit together. She may hold my hand, because that's one of my closest friends, and I love her dearly. But Melissa was there for me. I mean, so many people, and I feel like God and certain individuals know what's going to happen at certain times, because Josie had reached out to Melissa a few days, I think it was 7 days before she passed
She had
away.
texted her, right?
I think she texted her, or she got in touch with somebody and said, you know what, let's sit down, let's do dinner, let's talk, let's cook, let's have fun.
Wow.
And that's a great thing.
But I've never seen you that broken.
Still hurt.
What about that death hurt you? Because you said something to me. You said
Still hurt.
You said God gave me everything and took one
Yep.
of the biggest chess pieces off the board for me.
I felt like, and you know, I got to take my time when I just talk about this. When everything I asked for in life, everything I asked for in life, any and everything I ever thought about in life, I got. And I'll say this every day. Just for her to come back, I give it all back.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
real.
That's my condolences, because I lost somebody recently, and it's very tenderizing, and death has a way of making you reassess life. So
I mean, it's
my
just that
condolences.
I replay this over and over and over in my head 1,000 times. And then one thing I always say, God don't make mistakes. Everything happens for a reason. I mean, it's tough. Every day I think about it, it's tough. It's very, very touchy. Very touchy. And even like, you know, a lot of times all you hear about is the negative things. The negative things. Sometimes you can love a person so much that you guys need to go your separate ways. Because it's a love like that can really, really hurt
Yeah.
both people. And that love was hurtful to both of us.
Was she your soulmate?
We don't really know who our soulmates is. Because you can meet an individual and think that's your soulmate, and then years down the line you can meet somebody else and say, you know what, this is my soulmate. One thing that I know I have always been was I've always been a gentleman. No matter what you see on far as me the build up to the fight, I've always been a gentleman, and I've always been respectful. And that's just me. I'm always gonna have respect. And to get respect, you must give respect. So I will always give respect, and I will always be a gentleman.
And so one other thing that people may not know about you is, since I've been around, you've paid for a lot of funerals, but you don't go to funerals, but you went to Josie's.
I had to.
Why was it important? Was it for your kids?
It was beautiful. I mean, when I go home one day, I want to go like that. I make sure I got her. I feel like she was a great woman, so I couldn't put her in the ground. I didn't want to throw dirt on her. A beautiful spirit, a beautiful person. We couldn't throw dirt on her, so I got her a mausoleum for her. You know, and her birthday is 117. So the mausoleum that we got for her is 117. It's in the inside. We got the horse, we got the white horse, we got the white casket. My daughter picked it out. We got the horse and carriage.
That's beautiful.
And
That is beautiful.
and then when we went up the hill, we let the doves go. It was good.
Not to go here, but you talked earlier about your Uncle Roger. I've been
Yes.
able to watch him in the ring with you. I know he's been a big part of your career, and you showed a lot of respect to him when you were at your gym, the Mayweather boxing gym, and then he also passed. And
A week later.
A week later.
Yes.
Sorry.
And then it was just like, it was literally, and before that, your grandmother had passed. And it was like 1, 2,
And then my
3.
housekeeper of
Then your
22 years.
housekeeper passed.
And then my best friend, my lawyer.
Yeah.
Floyd.
So
How did you process all of this loss?
this all in the matter of just,
mean, it was
Probably
literally back to back.
It's like not long.
Mm-hmm.
I just in the last couple of years, 24 months.
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe it. I don't know. You know, y'all got me drifting in another place. Y'all got to let me come back.
Did it test your faith? I'm just curious because you seem so. Your faith seems so instrumental in everything that you've done. Has this tested your faith, or have you had to have a talk with God? Like, why me? Because I know sometimes when stuff like this happens, you can't help but question why.
You can't question.
So even through all this, your faith is still strong.
I can't question. I can't see.
That's amazing.
Because at the end of the day, you got to realize this. Everything that you say, okay, you get the mansion that you want. You travel where you want. You get the jet that you want.
Right.
I mean, you get unlimited money. You get this, you get that, you get this, you get that. You only get one life.
Yeah.
Your health is your wealth. So that's why I make sure I work out, I drink water, and I always give positive advice to my children and positive advice to the people that surround me.
It's your legacy, yeah.
Because at the end of the day, my children will carry my legacy on, and I want them to hold their heads up high. Don't judge your father for hearsay. Don't judge your father for what a bunch of jealous and non-important people had to say. Judge me for how I took care of home. Judge me for how I dedicated myself to giving you guys a great life, the best life I can give them. And you know, because my dad, like I said before, my dad been through a lot. Dad been shot by my uncle, my mother, brother. My uncle, mother. But when my mother's brother shot my dad when I was a kid, I mean, just everything I went through, even like right now, in my nightstand, I keep food stamps. So sometimes when I go out look, it reminds me of where I come from.
Wow.
And I don't want to go back to that. And I won't go back to that. Because I got the will to win. Can't nobody stop me. I can do anything. I can do anything. Nobody can stop me.
You have a beautiful soul, Floyd. I wasn't expecting this.
Now, when you talk about health as well, I mean, recently, you know, I had surgery and started my whole process of losing weight. Rilla, who's close to you, has lost, I don't know, 40 pounds or more.
Yes.
He looks great. And I know you've always instilled in the team that health is wealth. What do you say to people out there who may not be encouraged to follow a path of fitness or health, you know, changes that they need to make to be able to live a better life?
When you first go out there the first time, when you go out there and run the first time.
Because I want you to teach me how to box, but I'm too terrified because you're
Would
too
you ever
fast.
give this up? Hello?
No.
No. When
he's
you,
too fast.
so listen, repetition. Keep going. Eventually, it's gonna become normal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a regular day. Then you'll be okay. But it's a process.
Yeah, but your workout regimen is different. You will
Right.
go to the gym all day. You will then go to Fatburger. Then you will run 10 miles.
What?
Not anymore.
That ain't happening.
Not anymore. What I try to do now is try to make sure that I look nice when I lay out by the pool for myself.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want my stomach looking like this when I go out by the pool. So even like with you, I'm proud of you because you did what you wanted to do. Same thing I told Tank. I was telling my fighter Tank when we were sitting right here. I said, everybody should do what they want to do in life. I do what I want to do because if it's something that I want to do, I do it. And if I fuck up, guess what? I can live with it because I did what I wanted to do. But if you do something and somebody else giving you advice and you do something that somebody else tell you to do and you really don't want to do it and you fuck up, you're like, damn. And you want to point the finger at them. So that's why people should always do what they want to do.
Just to piggyback off that, growing up, did you feel like you were forced to do or live other people's dreams or live by their commands because you're really big on owning your own thing and being your own boss, doing what you want to do at all times,
I'm
and
sorry.
moving on your own?
I'm
You know
sorry.
what I'm
Sorry
saying?
for what?
I'm
At
sorry.
all
And there's
times.
nothing wrong with that.
I'm just so adamant about people just being their own boss and just.
But where does that come from? It's like, where you were growing up, was it a teacher that always tried to tell you to do like a
yeah,
thing? Where
who's
does the irritation,
responsible?
because you're big on do what you want to do and stand on that?
Because with the results, you're going to be happy. If you do what you want to do and the results fuck up, guess what? You can backtrack
You can't blame nobody.
and then do it over again.
True.
But if If you do something that somebody else tell you to do and you fuck up, you're gonna be upset. Especially if you put your own money up. So stop taking advice from people that ain't putting no money up. If you funding your own studio time, make the music that you want to make. They can say certain things, but if you feel like it's a go, then you do it. And if it's not a go, you go back and do it another way
Fact.
until you get it right.
It's a word.
Yeah, and the fact that somebody like you who became his own boss and owned all his shit, and then people wanted to give you $1 billion for all your content, it kind of reaffirms the fact that if you own it, there's more value there.
I can sell. I have content from the 90s to now. Everything behind the scenes.
Oh, I remember.
If
when
you
we-
notice, nobody really seen me sparring in a boxing gym. So I got sparring clips. I got over probably thousands and thousands and thousands of rounds of sparring. Nobody has never seen.
will you ever sell it?
Everything's for sale. Only thing I won't sell is my soul.
Hey,
Everything is for sale.
that's the.
Only thing I
You
won't
see
sell.
the game.
Yo, I feel so
But
wise.
I'm saying
sitting
only thing
here.
I won't sell is my soul. Meaning that one time Don King came to me and told me I want to sign you for $100 million. And at that particular time, I had already made $100 million, but I didn't make $100 million exactly in one night.
Was 100 million then way more than 100 million now?
I don't know how far back it was, but he offered me $100 million. And Tommy Summers took me to Don King, and me and Don King hung out. Cool guy. I respect him as a businessman. Wanted to give me $100 million, and I didn't do it because my loyalty is to Al Hammond. But I like Don King, cool guy, and I fuck with him. But my loyalty is to Al Hammond.
So if there was 100 million right now, would you fight again?
I can get $100 million easy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But my thing is
Okay.
like,
Was that a light flex?
That was a hard flex.
no, it wasn't a hard flex. It was a real flex.
Oh.
So I'm not gonna go out there and fight any boxer right now at all. I'm not fighting no boxer at all because remember I told you I won't sell my soul for money. Now, would I go out there and fight against an MMA fighter in a boxing match? Yeah. Would I do a couple of small exhibitions for some money? Yeah, but am I going out there fighting these young, hungry lions? No. It's not that I can't win. It's that I got in this, I work smarter, not harder. I already proved myself. I proved that I was the best pound for pound for many years. I proved that can't nobody do a bigger gate than me. I proved that can't nobody do pay-per-view numbers like me. Fuck just the 50-0. And I proved that I'm a smart businessman because I still live the same life that I was living on the outside how I was living when I was fighting in the inside.
So when people try to put you in the same conversation with Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, what do you feel about that? I mean, why do you feel like they need to compare all three of you when you're all very different?
Well, like I said before, positive stories don't sell. When you turn on the news, when you first turn on the news, the first thing you see is something negative.
That's
Yeah.
fact.
Yes.
That's facts.
So, I mean, even like me, you guys will do certain interviews, and people will come to you guys, oh, I want to shy away from these questions, questions.
You've
And
never done
I
that.
don't want to do that. Well, listen, this is who I am. I'm not shying away from nothing. And I'm very, very outspoken. A lot of people don't like it, but at least it's real. If you look at it, at least it's real. So now, with that being said, with me being outspoken, a lot of times they say it's controversy. But my thing is this, I just try to motivate.
No, I will say today was the first time in all the times I interviewed you that I walked with you privately or came with you privately to the plane and said, is there anything you don't want me to ask? And you said, no, ask whatever you want.
Absolutely.
But why are you okay with that? Because not everybody's okay with
Have
that.
you seen the show? He's like, yeah. Why
Because I don't have to hide nothing. I'm just a real person. So if you're a genuine real person, you don't and it's pure, you don't have to hide nothing. I'm just real. You know, certain things I do like and certain things I don't like. Like I'm not gonna be out in LA You know, it's a lot of high-end restaurants. Everybody be like, oh, let's go to this restaurant. Let's go here. Let's go there.
Now you rather go to like the hole in the wall.
I like to eat hole in the wall. It's just me.
Yeah.
This is who I am. That's not gonna change once again, that's not gonna change my bank account. That's not gonna change who I am. That's not gonna change my realness. It's just who I am.
Mm.
All these high-end restaurants, just so we can go there and spend crazy money, don't mean it's good. We talked about that earlier, like clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Just because clothes cost a lot, don't mean it's fly.
Mm-hmm.
And us, when I say us, meaning talking about us as black people, you gotta realize we have to have some type of balance, because even I gotta talk about this, in this new generation, you have to have some type of balance. Just because y'all can throw in a bunch of high-end brands doesn't mean that it's drip, or don't mean that it's swag. You got to have some type of balance.
So you just
Some type of not, I mean, everything don't got to match like one unit, you know, like an old Chicago or Mississippi pimp. But you got to have some type of balance.
No, you recently just came to Cardi B's birthday, and whatever outfit you had on, when you left, my boy was like, yo, couldn't nobody wear that but Floyd. That shit was fly. What, that wasn't Balmain?
No,
What was that?
I think the boots was Balmain, but I don't know.
But you have your own style that has become a trend for a lot of people.
Well, my thing is this. I like to roll the dice and be outside the box. Meaning like this. When I say roll the dice, be outside the box, meaning that, you know, when it's worldwide swag, you know, when you used to being in Africa and Dubai and Singapore and Chechnya and Moscow, so you gotta realize, certain days I'm gonna dress certain ways. I may be feeling Moscow certain days. I may be feeling Dubai certain days. I'm not like everybody else. That's what makes me so unique. Now, like I said before, you may see me with a Louis Vuitton jacket, with a Gucci belt. But guess what? They say, well, you can't wear Louis with Gucci. Yes, you can. We call that label blending.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that
I've never heard that term. That's new.
I made that up.
That's me.
That's me. That's on me.
So when you got these, and sometimes when you see me, like, they be like, why Floyd got on different colors? Because when you're in Miami, you can wear certain colors. When you're in Japan and Dubai, you're supposed to wear certain colors.
You haven't been
I
to Dubai yet.
don't want to
I
be.
have. It's beautiful.
I'm saying it don't matter. It could be the Great Wall of China. When I was at the Great Wall of China, you seen that look. I'm saying, who wants to dress the same way every day? That's boring.
Mm-hmm.
I hear that.
You have to be outside the box.
And I get so many guys or stylists who will call me and say, can you introduce me to Floyd so I can style him? I'm like, he styles himself.
No, because you know why? It's just like a barber. The barber that cut your hair, they can cut your hair good, but their hair always fucked up. So and it's just like the stylist. It's just like the stylist. Most of the time, the stylist be looking like some goddamn circus clowns.
True facts.
So you can't even get through the process because you can't even look at them. You just like.
You can't get past it.
But my question is, I know we talk about Gucci and Louis a lot. Is there any black designers that you enjoy?
Yeah. I used to love Karl Kani at one particular time.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, you name a black designer.
Do
Rich
we have
Fresh
any
is
right now?
no Rich Fresh
Rich Fresh
is really dope.
is amazing.
There's a lot of
I
black
don't even
designers.
know.
His name is Rich Fresh, and he does amazing clothes.
Rich Fresh?
When Zaya Wade and Gabby and Dwayne did their first picture to come out
Yeah,
as a
but-
family,
but-
he did all the outfits, all the
Yeah.
suits. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Rich Fresh.
Dwayne Wade, he over the top now a little bit with the.
No, but seriously,
Difficult hair.
you should check him
Look
out.
at
He
Rich.
got
Yeah,
nice
but
tailor
difficult hair.
suits and everything.
I mean,
Yeah.
D-Wade, a while back, you know, he got this. We still got a little bit of swag, but all of the hair and the painted nails,
Yeah, we can't speak for that. We just talking about the
That's a little- that's a-
suited
that's-
and booted.
But that's a little
yeah.
wild. But one thing about me, I fuck with Dwayne Wade.
So I've been in this whole imaginary conversation with my friends. Well, it's real conversation about an imaginary situation. Me saying I do want to get married at some point. And I always say I'm gonna, invite you to sit at the gayest table. And they're like, Floyd is not coming to your wedding. Would you come to my wedding?
It's an exclusive.
I'm not saying I wouldn't.
Yeah.
So a lot of
You don't
times,
like weddings in general,
So
though.
you know, a lot of times when we doing the interview, I take my time because
Yeah.
I don't want to rush
Yeah.
and jump out there and say the wrong thing. So
Because you're smart.
you
Champ.
must take your
Right.
time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I come. I mean, shit gonna be a little wild, but
I'm nervous to come to
I
your
may, I
wedding.
may nudge you like, yo, man, they gotta chill with that shit. But don't
Trust
trip.
me, whatever table I'm at ain't gonna be the gayest table in there.
I'm definitely putting gay people at your table.
That's fine.
Hold on.
Yeah.
No,
Hold on.
love you.
No, it's not
Well,
wrong.
you know, gay could be happy.
Gay could be happy.
gay
It's
is
just not gonna
option.
be the
Okay.
gayest table.
The gayest table.
I know. So look, I mean, were you gonna ask him if you were gonna ask some sexual questions?
Okay, so there was mention made earlier about something about cunnilingus
I didn't.
and
miss
how
that.
you were a master of it of some sort.
I didn't say that.
About
Giving
giving
head.
head to women, that there was a rumor that you were a
Well, I
master
was-
of it. And as a woman, I was just curious.
Wait. You mean a master at getting it?
No, we thought giving it, or is it getting it?
I don't know.
What you mean? Wait.
Someone mentioned
that. Women give head, men receive it.
No, men
Floyd.
give head too.
Floyd.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about my community. I'm talking about
You talking about your
no,
community?
men give women head too.
Men give women head
No,
too.
no.
You
He gives it
uplift
he
us.
might have a different term.
No, we don't do that. I mean, men eat women out.
But that's giving
Oh
head.
no,
right?
I like the way he talks. Let me say that. So,
Yeah, because we
so
can't
men eat
give-
women out.
Yeah, but y'all talking about we talking about oral sex, but I ain't talking about all that men doing that.
No,
women do that.
No, but
come on
men
now.
do that to women.
Men do that
I'm
to
But
women.
talking.
we can't be calling it that.
Okay, well, what do
Eating
we
out.
call it?
Because we got the, we get head. They get their pussy ate.
Okay.
Oh,
All right, so I know that you're not a hypochondriac, but that's not the word. You're a germaphobe. So when do you decide that you're going to
Go
put your
downtown.
mouth on it?
speak slow.
I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna come on the record and say this. I'm not gonna be on here talking about no sexual acts and nothing with you guys. I gave you guys a lot, but I ain't gonna be talking about that.
We finally found the line, Jason.
It's not really the line. It's just that.
You know, you got to save some stuff for the bed, some privacy.
No, we got to say that for the next interview.
Yes.
Oh, I like how you
Fact.
think.
If we give everything right now, we ain't got enough for the next
See,
one.
this is why you
Hey,
are
ladies,
who you are.
that was actually game for all of you. If you give it all up now, you have nothing later.
That's true. I learned that the hard way.
All right, well, listen, champ. I know we're on your jet and you're going somewhere, but you don't know where yet. When
Wealth.
you're rich, you can do
Wealth,
that.
yeah.
Wealthy. Sorry.
He's a wealthy.
Don't ever get
province.
on.
He said-
Don't ever get on the yacht with him and
All
call it
three
a boat.
pilots, take me wherever you want.
All three
Just
pilots.
go.
Well, I want my three pilots. They rotate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, well, champ. Look, I appreciate you doing this interview with us. Number one, and for always supporting Hollywood Unlocked and being our first show on Fox Soul. We didn't want to do this with nobody else but you because
Thank you.
you've been in our corner, no pun intended, since day one, and I appreciate it.
I want to say thank you to Hollywood Unlocked. I really want to say to all three of you,
Oh,
keep up the great work.
Thank
Keep
you.
working hard.
thank you.
And I truly believe that you guys can go to the top. You guys are already at the top. Just keep making noise and keep doing what y'all do.
Appreciate you.
I receive all of that because your energy is. Yes, I receive
Stop
all
trying
of
to
it.
fuck Floyd.
I'm not. I just
Bye.
like his energy. Bye.